So people know what's coming next and they're getting ready for it. Things are running out at a lot of places. Businesses are closing down. There's a bunch of things to really be worried and concerned about right now. But here's a few clips to get you caught up to what is happening. Video by Homestead Journey. Let's go ahead and check it out.
We are literally, the price of diesel fuel is up 45%.
Terrible.
I made this video this morning. It's hard to see, but I had to do something. 45%. Do you realize what that's going to cost for, like, if you do eBay or like anything, TikTok, and your shipping charges, your shipping fees, the cost of groceries, the cost of your electric, the cost of your oil, the cost of your food, the cost of anything you buy, stamps. I don't think people realize where we're headed right now. You better get ready. You better get ready. I keep telling people this and they think, oh, it's not going to happen. Everything's going to be okay. No, it's not. Your groceries are about to triple or at least double. If you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Walmart, everything you buy is going to be twice as much in like 2 weeks.
I feel like, man, they're just not making a big change, man. A lot of gas stations right now where I'm at, and that's Southern Louisiana, gas prices may have went down maybe 10 cents, maybe 5 cents, 10 cents being the most I've seen in the last week. Yeah, it's about to get crazy. And you know what people are going to do to get all that money back, regardless if prices of gas and fuel do go down. They're still going to charge you a little extra for a little bit longer to cover their asses.
2 weeks time. See, we started this war and we just assumed that, oh, this will be quick. I was misled.
Not even that. The New York Times just reported that the White House has announced that Iran still has operational status on 30 of 33 missile launch pads or something along those lines, or bases. I thought, y'all, from what Trump told us, I thought we pretty much destroyed them. What happened? I thought they were obliterated from what you said. I thought y'all took all that away, but they New York Times just reported that no, they still have some sort of operational capabilities right now. What's going on with that?
My wife, I think this war is just going to last maybe a day or two. Look how long we've been in this now. I don't think you realize, everyone said Trump's not playing checkers, he's playing chess. But I actually think Iran is playing chess because they know the easiest way to shut down and destroy our country is to just keep this closed longer. And like, I don't think he realized they were going to do that. I don't think he had any idea what he was getting himself into. But these people aren't stupid. They're us. We're I don't know how it's going to take years. If this ever ends, it's going to take years to come out of this. I just wanted to make this video so people were aware. So please, wake up. If you got to get a second or a third job, do it.
Damn.
If you got to stock up now, do it. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. Shit's about to get very, 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 very bad.
I see, look, man, I grew up on rice with everything. Beans, rice. It keeps going on and on. Rice and everything. That's all I need. Give me a bag of rice for the low, and I'll make it work from there.
Breaking news just a few minutes ago out of Washington that the Federal Reserve has come out and said that gasoline prices will average at least $5 per gallon by June, and they said there's no way to stop this with what's happening in the economy. Buckle up, it's going to get worse.
My dad just told me to order a pallet of water from Costco, and I don't really know what that means, but I ordered it and now I'm waiting for it, and I'm scared that it won't fit in my truck.
We just got hit with a price increase for all distributors that we work with nationwide, which means
Before we get into building material price increase in this clip, you know, when she got all that water, you know what that reminded me of? We have not, along the coast, have not even truly and really got into hurricane season that much. and knock on a whole bunch of wood. Goodness gracious, we don't need that right now, because I can tell you what, a lot of people will not be able to afford to evacuate and hit the gas. Logistics just won't make sense for them. Imagine facing a terrible incoming cyclone that you need to get away from, and you can't, because you can't even afford to leave. You can't even afford to stay in a hotel room. Make it make sense, y'all. Let alone if you get damages, look what you're going to be paying. Let's go ahead and check this out.
Is that materials that we used to use, like shingles and siding materials, went up about 8 to 9% on the 18th of April. And we just received another email that says on June 1st, pricing is going to go up an additional 10 to 12%. With this price increase, a roof that last month would have cost, let's say, $10,000, this month is going to cost closer to $11,000. And that same roof that cost $10,000 last month, after June 1st, could cost closer to $13,000. I don't like it when people say stuff like, get it now or it'll be more expensive tomorrow, or get it now or it's going to be gone tomorrow. But that's kind of what's happening now.
Okay guys, so I'm at Walmart right now, and considering everything that's going on with the war and whatnot, I think people are finally starting to wake up. More people are getting woke, and I'm going to show you why.
Yeah, that was why.
Okay, so anyways, hopefully you can still see and hear. But anyways, this section right here, this is usually where they keep all the dehydrated food, all the emergency tubs, things like that. This damn thing never is touched, and look at it now. I'm really hoping we don't go into another situation like COVID and toilet.
Shit, I thought that was baby food for a second. I thought she was going to tell us, look at this, we're just taking formula off the shelf at this point, man. I didn't even think about that. That would be a whole problem in itself.
The paper and all that other kind of shit keeps disappearing, but this right here tells me something. I live in Oregon, in a little bitty place in the mountains. But I guess better be safe than sorry.
Better be
I
safe.
know what I think's gonna happen. I think that by the time the summer gets here, that gas is going to be astronomical, that they're going to start cutting back on what they think we can do as far as our movements are concerned, that flights will start being priced out of people's price range, that people will not be able to get to work, not because they don't have a job, but because they can't afford the gas in their car. Groceries are already high. All of that's going to go up because the strait has been closed for now a couple of weeks, and that means that all of those 200 tankers that are nearby the strait, they just sitting there with a whole bunch of fuel that is needed. The tanks that have already went through there, I think they're just now getting shipment. They're just now being delivered right now, right? So that. And because of the destruction, because of all the stuff that has been happening during the conflict, in order to get everything ramped back up, even if it stopped today, if they stopped everything today, they were saying to get us back to at least the production that we were at before everything started, it would take 3 to 4 months. That's if it stopped today. Right? And I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to just say it might be a good time to start cutting back, saving more, keeping a little cash on you instead of just keeping everything in the bank, and also keeping gas in the car. Keep gas in your car. A quarter tank ain't going to work. Keep gas in your car. Always top your girl off. Top her off. Make sure... That sounded terrible, didn't it? Make sure you have gas in your car. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.
I go to Costco twice a week, and today I noticed it was really bright in there. And I was like, why is it so bright?
Wow.
I start looking around and I notice all the shelves are empty. What is happening?
Those shelves are usually to the ceiling. To the ceiling easily. Those roofs are to the ceiling easily. That means they're not getting shipping. They're waiting till things run out. Those sort of things. They're waiting to I don't even know the truckers on the road right now based on cost. They might be just waiting on shipments, delayed shipments, consolidated runs, all those sort of things. That's crazy.
It never happens.
At this point, the Strait of Hormuz has been closed for so long that we need to understand that nothing is going to get better until everything gets terrifyingly worse all at once. Now, you may have noticed things continually getting worse, but you may be thinking, there hasn't been a catastrophic failure of the system yet, maybe this guy is being overly dramatic. But the only reason there hasn't been a catastrophic failure of the system is because the government has been subsidizing all of the oil prices to make it cheaper at the pump. However, that is a temporary stopgap measure in hopes of getting the strait reopened fast enough that there isn't going to be one big hit. But at this point, there is going to be one big hit. And the longer those subsidies sit in place, the more debt we rack up and the bigger and harder that hit is going to be. Which is why, as bad as all of this might sound, what I am telling you is actually trying to be something that can give you hope. Because when that one big hit finally hits us, it's going to feel like everything's hopeless. It's going to feel like you can't go on, like nothing can be fixed, but that isn't further from the truth. Us feeling the actual full impact of all of these terrible decisions is the first step to making things better. And I need each and every one of you to be aware of that fact and hold on to that fact so that when everything truly starts hitting the fan, each and every one of us can know there is a better tomorrow after that. But only if we don't panic. Only if we have each other's backs. Only if we understand that pain is the first step towards actually fixing our up system. So ready yourself now. Ready yourself for the fact that the shitstorm is already on its way. There is no avoiding it at this point in time. All the way up until this point, full catastrophe was avoidable. If the people at the top, the people in charge, the people with power, if they just stop making stupid decisions, and I mean every single one of them, if they all just stopped, catastrophe could have been avoided. But it isn't avoidable anymore. There is nothing that can be done to avoid what is coming. It could be mitigated. If we let the impact hit sooner rather than later, it will be easier to manage. But it is coming no matter what. But once again, when it gets here, remember, it is the first step towards a better life. Hold on to that. I beg you.
I'm not necessarily trying to cause any panic.
Man, that dude was really trying to put some stress, man. He was staring into your soul for a second there. You got to be careful not to lock in too much, man. You might really start feeling depressed at this point, man. But what he's saying wasn't too far off. Sometimes a big catastrophe, a big whammy, a big F up is going to happen. The F around and find out moment could still come around, and we're going to be the ones that have to find out.
But I was doing some shopping today and definitely noticed the increase in the price of certain foods. So it's already starting. So word of advice, shop those deals, use those coupons, whatever you got to do. See if you can save a little bit because it's already starting. The increases are already hitting and it's just going to get worse. And if you don't have anything stockpiled or if you don't have any reserves, if you're barely affording food now, you're going to barely be able to afford it once it really goes up. So I would do your best to try and stockpile whatever you can, get whatever you need right now because it's already starting, and the last thing you want is you and your family to suffer because you didn't prepare. So definitely go out there and start getting ready.
So a few things going on right now is that
Man, well, the creator of the channel is going to get into some clips, man, but a lot of things that I like to say is that, man, there are definitely things that are distracting us right now, right? Alien UFO files getting released and all kind of other stuff, and y'all know what it is, but still, at the end of the day, when we leave that pump or we leave that grocery store, we pay that bill, we feel it unlike any other time, right? And the craziest thing is that there are so many Americans right now without at least $300 in their bank account, without even at least $100 in their savings account. You get what I'm saying? And when times get rough, this is going to be the real test of character. You're not going to be able to do nothing for yourself. You're going to be reaching out. We are already leaning on each other so much, so many family members on family members and vice versa. And the list goes on and on and on. But damn, it's getting crazy. Hope that this war ends, and I hope the economy does something to shake back, right? But you have to subscribe right now to kind of follow for more, see some updates, and see what's happening right now so that you're not following along. Let's use this channel for a way to keep you updated. So like the video, comment where you're watching from, and subscribe. Hype the video too if you have any hypes. Come on, man. Show me some love. And I'll see y'all in the next video.